Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, welcome everyone. Come on in. Come one, come all, right? Is that even a saying anymore? Or is it come ye? Who really knows? But okay, cool. Hey Ian, good morning. Kind of get right to it because I'm like seriously in the middle of doing a lot. So what we're doing going forward, and like I said, sorry, I'm a little like short on breath today. So we're doing a big webinar event, Wednesday, January 25th, 2 p.m. And in preparation for it, we want to go ahead and create our landers to be really much better. So we created a new lander for RHINO Street. We created a new lander for RHINO Bucks. And we're completing the funnel process by actually creating a membership platform called Promptology. So we have been touching on it that we do believe the new budding industry is going to be those that have the ability to use the advanced prompts and get the best outcomes of a ubiquitous technology such as AI. AI is not something that you could keep to one person. In fact, once it's out of once the cat's out the bag, it's out. And it's now out to the public at large. So AI is here to stay. But even when I'm doing the AI, I get so many different results based on the prompts I put in. So I've really taken notice to what prompts are correct, what prompts give you the best outcomes, how to go ahead and continually get the best outcomes, and what's the breaking news? What's the different platforms? How do you do certain things and do it quite easily? How can you write blogs, children's books? How can you go ahead and do all that stuff? So it really is primed to do a course, but not so much a course as in like, hey, I'm going to teach you how to do it and see you later, but a membership. In which case, it'll be a constant, ever-evolving platform where we'll have the best prompts and then the newest best prompts and then the newest best prompts, the best services and platforms, and then the newer best services and platforms, the tutorials, how to use them, use cases for doing them, and maybe even tie in some type of agency format where, hey, you're here, you see what we're doing. If you'd like us to do it for you, we can, here's an agency fee or whatnot, or some type of affiliate stuff that go with it. The idea being, we want to offer RHINO Street for free. We like to offer Promptology for, I don't know, $1 a week or something silly. And we do want to go ahead and allow that to lead into RHINO Bucks. So that would be your funnel. And then go ahead and fix the email or adjust the email sequences to do so. Because the name of the game is you just want to get people in the front door. And once they're there, then you're able to share, the values that you have. And that's really where we're going with that. Because at the end of the day, it all comes back to RHINO Bucks. And the more ways we could interest people in joining, the more ways we could capture people's attention, the more things, the more value we could give away we want to. So the numbers are going to be a bit stagnant or a bit plateau for the last week and this week, because we're not actively promoting RHINO Bucks. In fact, as you see in the emails, we're actively promoting come to the webinar. And again, they'll get a little better and a little more aggressive. But you got to remember, we're inviting 1,000 to 2,000 new emails every day. Oh, no. Actually, that transfer is set for this morning. I'll double check it though. So 1,000 to 2,000 new emails every single day, cold emails. So we do want to have a very light touch because we don't want to upset anyone that doesn't know us. Those that don't know us, we want to introduce ourselves and say, hey, this is who we are. If you'd like to participate, cool. If not, that's fine. Because then when you opt into knowing us and you get to be a part of all the different meetings and recordings, and you book the calls and you get to know the community and start participating in the products, well, that's really where the value comes in. So if our goal is to be able to double our audience between now and Wednesday, January 25th, and if we're able to do that, then everything we've done subsequently could double as well, because we have double the people. More so than that, the people that we're doubling are people that are actually opting into being with us, knowing our latest value propositions. And even more so than that, the people that are going to be opting in are going to be opting in at a time where we have our best landers, our best conversion tools, our best ability to go ahead and communicate what it is that we're doing. So it stands fair to reason that this month is likely going to end up being a very, very, very big and good month. And that's what we're building towards. So I want to get back into this membership site that I'm building right now. Kind of just want to do the 1.0, and those that know me know, Anthony has a 1.0 and a 2.0, but let's just get the site up, in which case I want to go ahead and research a little bit more. What's the different prompts? What's the different platforms? Because you got to remember, to us, we know what AI is because we're on these calls. You listen to me, I listen to you. We have a good understanding. It's a topic that we care about. To the rest of the world, they have no idea what this is. Zero clue. In fact, when I was at my doctor's last week, I was like, yeah, have you been on RHINO Street lately? And my doctor's like, no, I haven't. I was like, well, do you have any questions? What is the question you have on your mind right now about anything? He's like, well, actually, there's this medication that I want to call the pharmacist and learn a little bit about. I go, what's the name of it? Long story short, we go ahead, put it into Ask a RHINO, and I write, I want you to act as a pharmaceutical rep. I'm going to give you the pharmaceutical drug. I want you to give me a detailed analysis on the drug. So I put in the drug after that because that was a series of prompts. And the doctor was wowed. He goes, oh my God, I don't need to call the pharmaceutical rep. He's like, of course I'm going to, right? Because I want to make sure that everything's correct. He goes, oh my God. I was like, yeah, that's what we're doing over here. In fact, I was showing our latest lander page, RHINO Street, to my mother-in-law. And we have a new AI guy on that one. And it's a great script. I spent hours and hours putting it together. And she goes, wait, that guy's not real? I go, no, it's AI. She goes, but his voice and this and that. I go, I can make his voice any voice I want. I can make it Irish accent. I can make it Japanese accent. I can make it Canadian, Australian. I chose to go English, British, right? And she's like, oh my God. So we're going to make another one for today, for the membership site. And then once we get the entire funnel put, and again, I do want to kind of step back and say, when we're talking about funnel systems, anyone can make a funnel system. That's not like, I don't want it to be like, oh, wow, man, congratulations, you made a funnel system. No, it's a thing that's involved in the funnel system. It's what is the values that we're giving. I mean, for the longest time, RHINO Street, we invented. It is the only localized, not-for-profit search engine in the entire globe. No ads, no marketing, no data tracking, nothing. It's basically giving every zip code in the world their own private search engine. RHINO Bucks is the only crypto that's actually been up every single day for 3 months. And it's completely built on the participants that are in it. It's completely leveraging the infinite lifespan of humans on this globe. And you might say, well, Ant, that sounds like a lot of malarkey. Well, people are infinite until the world ends. So if people are infinite until the world ends, and by then it doesn't matter. Like if your investment goes to zero because the world ended, I got news for you. You're no longer alive, so it doesn't matter. So you can actually go ahead and leverage the presumption that people are infinite until the world ends. And if that's the case, people could invest infinitely until the world ends. Therefore, if every person on the globe invested $1 a week regularly, that asset would be worth infinite. So again, that's beautiful mathematics on paper. A lot of things need to come into play to put that into real life, including scale. And it's been a bit bothersome to me that we have not been growing past our 350 level, which is fine. We plateaued, big deal. Now we go ahead and do something bigger and better, right? Like what we're doing right now. Building out the better landers, putting the AI voices and characters on the lander pages, building out a whole membership site that maybe we give away, maybe we do it $1 a week, I don't know. But for anyone to say, wow, I don't really care about digital currency and I don't care about search engines, but I work as a CPA, I work as a blogger, I work as an author, I work as an editor. And this AI stuff is just, I don't have time to learn it. Wait, a dollar? And not only will you teach it to me, you're going to show me how to use it, and you're going to kind of give me the advanced college credits. Like I know what, you're going to give me the answers. Okay, cool. Why not? And then who knows what next thing we go into, right? But we want to go ahead and offer the most amazing products and platforms and allow each one to reach out to each segment of the population that's, you know, is receptive to those, and then bring everyone back to what our core is, which is Rhino Street search engine, and the twofold approach that Rhino Street protects the local community by protecting their businesses from, big tech and ads, and then Rhino Bucks, which goes ahead and transfers the wealth back from Wall Street to Main Street by creating a competing investment that only goes up to infinite. Just remember, money's not infinite, but numbers are. So if you have a price that goes up to infinity, well then where's the money going? Where's the money coming from that's buying it? Well, it's coming from alternate investments. Well, the top 1%, Wall Street, is the place where the investments are. So when you actually are able to identify where the money is, well, it's not that hard to get it. Well, let me rephrase that. When you're able to identify where the money is, it's not hard to put together no, actually, that doesn't make sense either. Let me rephrase that. When you know where the money is, you know where to start, right? You got past the mystery. When someone says, I want to transfer the money from the wealthy to Main Street, okay, well, how? Like, where's the money? Like, you got to know where it is first. So not only do we know where it is, but we actually have a sound strategy for doing it. So that's the 1-2 approach of Rhino Street and Rhino Bucks, which is why we'll always lead with them, why everything's always going to come back to them. So we'll see. We just try things out. Actually, I was on TikTok, and it's Saturday, so I could say something funny. I was on TikTok and I'm scrolling through, and again, my algorithm is I always like, the AI type of stuff, and I always like the business stuff. So my feed is all that type of stuff. So it really is like a university. I love learning because it's all these individuals, all these creators that are sharing the best stuff as like in the moment. Like they just invented it and they're running to it and say, hey, look what I got, because they're trying to get the follows. So it's really a great, I guess, marketplace of the best and brightest, because they're, self-motivated to get out there first and share it with everyone. They're not looking to sell it. They're saying, hey, look what I got, follow me. And then that's their funnel. Once people start following them, then they can start selling people stuff. Anyway, long story short, there's this one podcast with these gentlemen that interview OnlyFans girls. And for those that don't know OnlyFans, it's like a private membership that women and men sell adult material, right? So instead of a girl or boy going to a website and the website owning who they are and paying them, they are just self-employed, right? Like they just, hey, this is me. If you want to join my membership site, cool. Yeah, well, Dr. Smith, a porno site, but not everyone that's on it does porn, but the vast majority do, whatever. The point being, they were interviewing this girl, she's 23 years old, and they're like, how much was the most you ever made in a month? She's like, well, actually it was last month, 280,000. And they're like, what? And she goes, that's not even that much. In fact, one of my friends made 700,000 last month. And it just like, the point being, there's so much money that's on the internet right now. And my lifespan's only, 36 years. So it's not like me saying in my entire life, but it is in my entire life. It's like a total gold mine. And the point of me bringing up the OnlyFans, that's not a good business to be in, right? Like, first of all, I don't judge anyone's business. The way you make money, God bless. The way you feed your family, God bless. As long as it's legal and ethical. We can make an argument that's not an ethical business, but that's not for me to judge you. The point being that somebody can actually make $1 million in a couple of months in doing something as simple, and not simple, but I think you'd be hard pressed to find an industry that's more given away for free, right? Like you could go on Twitter, you could go on anything, and you could find enough pornographic material that you would think, well, with the saturation of this market since the world began, how are people selling it for such a premium? And the point is, the relationships that are being built on the internet today are far exceed than they ever did. Can you offer someone something of value, and can you keep a personal relationship with them? And that's kind of the route things are going. And what's good about RHINO is we were always built that way. Since day one, it's always been 100% access, always, right here with you. So in that realm, we were ahead of the curve, and thank God. That's probably why we survived COVID. We survived even this downturn in the economic cycle. Um, but can it be argued that people are catching up to us? Yeah, it could be, which is why we got to keep moving forward. So that's what keeps me up at night. And literally so. I was doing dishes today at like 4 a.m. My wife's like, why? And I was like, because I can't sleep. I'm thinking about RHINO. So let me get to the membership site. Frida, let me get that PayPal over to you first. And then I'm getting to the membership site where I'm going to be working on it all day. And we'll see what happens. But as always, well, what's the state of the union? RHINO is at another all-time high. Oh, actually, so let me do this since you're all with me right now, because I want someone to help me out. So I'm going to put a link in the chat, and this link is to our CoinGecko, right? So one of the listing agents that shows our real-time price. Please read and respond to my email I sent to you earlier today. Oh, okay, yeah, absolutely. All right, so I'm gonna share screen real quick. All right, so what you can see is someone sold some RHINO today, no big deal, we'll buy it back. And when you're on, and this is the link I gave you, but when you scroll down, there's a how do you feel about RHINO today? And actually, if I refresh it, you'll see it. So I always do looking good, right? Now I only get to vote once a day, so it took my votes, whatever. But I've noticed in the last week, there is someone, or I guess two people, that think they're funny, and or maybe they really just believe RHINO doesn't look good. I have no idea, but they've been clicking not so good. Now I don't know what that does, if it moves us up or down an algorithm, or if it whatever, right? Like I have no idea. I happen to think by pressing the green button, it's better than pressing the red button. So if everyone that's on this right now can go to this page and just press the green button, let's kind of like stand up a little bit, right? Like we all own it. And I want to actually maybe put that in the email. And since we get like 7,000 email opens a day, it'd be pretty cool to just blast this green button. And I imagine if this thing got like 7,000 likes in a day, it would probably move it up into people seeing it more. I don't know. But, it couldn't hurt. So please do that. All right. I need to do some stuff like read Dr. Reed's email, Dr. Smith, I'm sorry, and email Frida or PayPal Frida. Love everyone. And it's Saturday, so I won't see you till Monday, but yeah, super cool. I will see you later. Please email me the video to your guide to me. Yeah, so I have to do it first, right? But we'll do that. All right, keep on. Thanks. I love everyone. Seriously. Bye.